Good morning, everyone. Welcome to DevOps, Linux, AWS with the AI session. Yesterday, in previous session, that is on the 11th May, we had spent more than 2 hours and we have understand how to configure Maven, how to configure Git, how to configure Java, how to install on this thing in Ubuntu EC2 server, and then how to install Jenkins also, and how to integrate everything, and how to create how this diagram will work. This is what we see in end to end, right? That in this diagram, everything we have did in 11th my video, that video is already uploaded. So automatically by triggering the pipeline, Jenkins will automatically pull the code from the GitHub. If developer is pushing the code from their local machine to GitHub, then Jenkins will able to pull the code, build the code, build the code, and automatically deploy it to Tomcat server that we have seen in previous session. Now, our now this is one type of activity we did. Now we know, right? There are different server, different environment. So for that, we need to understand pipelines. Okay, and everything is uploaded in the website. Okay, you can download the notes. Okay, till 11th May, everything is there. Okay, please download the notes and commands is there. Everything is that. Refer the video, use the commands, do the practice. Okay, now what is Jenkins pipelines? So Jenkins pipelines is sequence. It is Jenkins pipelines. Jenkins pipelines are sequence of jobs execution. Okay, we are going to see different kind of pipelines. After that, we need to understand master slave configuration. Okay, so that will we are going to see in upcoming days. Okay, maximum 2 or 3 days we will close Jenkins, and after Jenkins we will start Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, so very important topics are there. Docker and Kubernetes nowadays these are very popular and demanding. Okay, now sequence means Jenkins pipeline or sequence of job execution. Okay, for our application. Sorry, guys. For our applications, we will have multiple environments like like dev environment. Then we have SIT environment. Already we discussed this type of environment. UAT environment. Then pilot environment. And then we have prod environment. Okay. Now for every environment, Jenkins will be created. For every environment, one Jenkins pipeline will be created. Okay. It can be like Jenkins underscore dev underscore job. We can say what it will do. It will be for dev environment, this pipeline. Then we can have Jenkins, Jenkins, Jenkins SIT job, SIT job, SIT job. For SIT environment, similarly, we have Jenkins UAT job. For UAT environment, okay. So basically what we are having, we should have servers also, right? Dev server. We should have dev server. Similarly, we have SIT server. SIT server. Then we should have UAT server. UAT server. Similarly, we have Jenkins pilot job. So this will be having pilot environment. That is pilot server. Then we have Jenkins prod. Jenkins prod job. Jenkins prod job. Prod environment. That is prod. There it is prod server. That is prod server. Okay. So we are able to create one pipeline. Okay, but that is not enough. We have different environment. Okay, we have different environment, and we have different pipelines for this. How we can see this pipeline? Let me share one diagram. We can see Jenkins pipeline diagram, how it's look, images, build pipelines. Uh, if you are able to see this diagram, right? See how this diagram is there, right? What is according to this diagram? What is actually they are doing? See, there are some pipelines is there, right? Pipeline one, pipeline. This is the pipelines, right? Test, release, deploy to test, deploy to pre-prod, deploy to production. Okay. So what we are doing? There are different environment, right? So what we are doing here, once this pipeline is done, once this pipeline is triggered, what happened in one pipeline? One end-to-end deployment is done. If this success, what will happen? Then the next pipeline will trigger automatically. We are seeing right here one test pipeline, one release pipeline, then some pre-prod, prod, deploy to prod, something, right? Right. So it means what happened means one pipeline is there. One pipeline is there. It is successful, then it will trigger another pipeline. If another pipeline got successful, it will trigger another pipeline. If one pipeline got successful, it will trigger another pipeline. Right. So this is what the relation we want to understand. Okay. And there may be many things. There will be many things. There will be many things in this diagram. It's fine. That diagram is enough. Okay. Now, So there are different pipeline, guys. So what happened in one pipeline? 1 second, I'm getting one call. So this pipeline will work, guys. So we have different pipelines, and once one pipeline is successful, for example, Dev pipeline successful, then it will go for stage pipeline. It will automatically trigger stage pipeline. Once stage pipeline is successful, then we can see like different prod pipeline is triggered, right? So we need to understand how we can do this. Okay, let me go to one diagram. I will show you one more diagram. Okay, now try to observe. Let's say this is a Tomcat server. This is a Tomcat server. Okay, we need to reduce font. This is one Tomcat server, and this is a Dev server. This is a Dev server. Okay, and this is running on one EC2 VM. This is running on one EC2 virtual machine. Okay, now similarly we have one SIT. Similarly we can have, let's say, prod. Okay, okay, now let's say we have SIT server, and we have prod server. We have prod server. So there are three server, guys. Okay, there are three servers. So now what we will have one more EC2 server, that is Jenkins. Okay, we will have one EC2 virtual machine, which is where we are having Jenkins pipelines. Where we are having Jenkins pipelines now. Where we are having this Jenkins configured, and inside Jenkins we have like dev job. We have create one dev job. Okay, we have one SIT job. Okay, now we have one UAT job, or we have one prod job. Okay, this is our diagram. Now what will happen when this pipeline will trigger? Dev job will be pipeline will be trigger. It will move the code. It will move the war file. It will move the war file where it will move the war file to this Tomcat server dev one. Okay. When SIT job will be trigger. Okay. When SIT job will be trigger. This is one dev job. This is SIT job. And this is UAT job. And this is prod job. So when this SIT will be triggered, then it will move this code to this Tomcat server. Okay. Similarly, when prod is triggered, this will be moved to this where prod. Okay. Now, here our GitHub repository will be there. Here our GitHub repository will be there. This is GitHub repo. In GitHub also, we have different branch, right? Let's say we have dev branch. We have dev branch. Then we have uh, prod branch, let's say. Okay, we have dev branch, we have prod branch. This is dev branch and this is prod branch. What will happen? Now this dev job will pull the code from where? Dev branch. This prod code will be moved from prod branch in from the GitHub. But dev code will go to prod code only, right? This is important to note. Okay? Many developers are there. This is developer one. This is developer one. This is developer one. This is developer one, developer two, developer three. Okay? They have their own branches. Okay? Let's say they have their own branches. Inside GitHub itself, they have their branches. Let's say branch one, branch two, and branch three. They have their own branches. This is branch one, where they are working. Branch one. Then we have branch two. Decrease the font. So branch two. Branch three. Okay. Now what they will do, they will move the code, they will merge the code from branch to where dev environment. Na? They will move the code from where? Right? First, this guy, this guy will move dev one, this developer will move the code in his branch. This developer will move the code in his branch. This developer will move the code in his branch, right? Are you understanding this diagram? This is the next level, and then we need to we will do this everything, and then we need to go for master slave configuration, right? This is developer one, developer one. This is developer two, and this is developer three. If you understand 11th May video, it will be easier for you guys to understand all this step. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. So again, I will recommend to watch that video because the process is same. Some small changes will be there. Hope you are understanding. So what we are doing? Developer one will move his code to branch one. Okay. Developer two will move the code into branch two. Developer three will move the code to the branch three. Then what they will do after at the end of the sprint? What is sprint? You know, right? 15 days sprint is going on in Agile. So they are doing one functionality in branch one, another developer were doing functionality in branch two, branch three. Then they decide we need to merge these branches into dev branch. So what they are doing? They are they are merging the code. They are merging the code where? They are merging the code in. They are merging the code in where? Dev branch. Dev branch. Dev branch. What they will do again? They will take the code from dev branch in their local. Then what they will do again? They will make it in local. They will this branch. They will build. Means they will compile the code. They will compile the code. Plus they will do build again. Everything work fine for dev branch in their local. They think everything is in GitHub is in dev branch is good. Now they will trigger build pipeline. So build pipeline will trigger. This pipeline will trigger and move the code to dev job, and it will move into the server. Now role in this, what happened? They will, as a developer, they will check in UI, right? How we used to check. They will check their website is working on fine. Similarly, dev environment is there. After that, the same SIT, when I'm saying SIT, there will be dev. After dev, directly prod is not there. For sake of short of diagram, I'm telling you dev to prod. Similarly, this dev code, move the code from dev to where prod. Before prod, it will move to QA. Okay. Now what happened? This SIT pipeline will trigger everything. And here SIT environment or QA environment, what will happen? Now QA will come and he will check by hitting the server that every functionality working fine or not. That is called QA testing. Whatever QA role is there, he will do everything in QA environment. He will hit different links, pages, everything. If everything is fine, again, if we find any bug, from here only, he will notify to developer, hey, you are having bugs in this branch. What he will do, he will again move the changes in another branch 2. He will move the code to branch 2 to developer environment. Then environment, he will again trigger the pipeline, dev environment. From dev environment, he will dev server, whatever the QA reported, he will test again. If it work fine, from dev environment, will move to QA environment. Again, they will trigger the pipeline. Then this code will go to the QA server. Again, QA will check whether it is corrected or not. If it is have corrected, he will give green signal. Yeah, everything is fine. Now the code will go to prod. Then prod pipeline will be triggered, and prod pipeline, from there this code will go to the Tomcat server, and immediately everyone has to do regression testing because now this is live. All the users are going to use this. So after deployment, immediately QA, developer, client have a very uh, quick observation on each functionality. Old functionalities are working fine or not. Current functionality working fine or not. Any impact or the impact is there or not. So these many things are there, guys. Okay. So what I am trying to say, pipelines. So pipelines, what happened? One pipeline will be there. It will trigger another pipeline. Okay. Now. Okay. Hope you are good. Hope you are good. Okay. Now. So what is the requirement? The requirement is if code commit happened in GitHub, then deploy the code in dev server. Okay. If dev server, dev deployment, we can say dev deployment is success. If dev deployment is success, then deploy the code into upper environment, that is SIT environment. Okay. If SIT server deployment is successful, then deploy the code. Then deploy the code in UAT, and similarly SIT to prod. Hope you are understanding. Okay. Now, steps to create. Step to create Jenkins pipeline. step to create Jenkins pipeline. First is create EC2 VM and install Tomcat server. That is nothing but dev server. Then create EC2 VM and install again Tomcat server. That is nothing but SIT server. The important thing which I am trying to explain you guys, by learning these things, you will learn the confidence, right? You will learn the confidence. Means once one is entering into the company, into the project, if we know each and every term, see, nobody remembers everything. Each and everything in company is a process. We need to understand the process, how the things moves, how the things run, how the things is taken care if any kind of issue. If any issue is there, everyone, first of all, think everyone don't know everything. Okay? If anyone think like, because each and every one person has to work on their particular work. For example, if you are a developer, you have to work on coding. If you are a DevOps, then you have to focus on this infrastructure thing. Okay? Even though if there is a cloud guys is there, they have to work on AWS side, right? It is not like that going tomorrow, everyone will start like, what is this? Because beyond this knowledge, there is so many high level things are also there. But these things will help you to understand the thing. Tomorrow, you can be able to discuss the thing with the high level people. Tomorrow, what happened? A issue will come in your environment. You are a developer, you write the code, but as a code developer, you belong to that particular application. You will be known as application team. There will be different deployment develop DevOps teams. There will be different firewall team. There will be different cloud team, network team, right? You are not responsible for this. But example, but you should understand this terminology. What is this IPs, right? When you are working with your environment, what are the environment? What is the different servers? What is the IP? How to open when this one server will communicate to another server? All these things, if you are understand learning in these sessions, that will bring that confidence to have a good discussion with any other people in your project, which will able to resolve the issues. Okay, so this is the motto everyone should keep in their mind. Okay, now create EC2 VM, EC2 VM, and install Jenkins and install Jenkins. See, we have created two server, two environment, one Jenkins. Next steps is install JDK, then Maven, then Git. Okay, deploy to container, deploy to container in EC2, in which Jenkins, in which Jenkins software is installed. Okay. Now, next is create jobs in Jenkins server, Jenkins server, dev job. Then you have SIT job. If you are working with two jobs also you are able to do with 10 jobs also, right? If you are able to write one kind of thing code, you can able to do another type of code. Only naming convention will different. Step will remain the same. So this will be having this will be having what dev server, SIT server, then we have UAT server. Then we have UAT server. Okay. What is next step? So fine, this is fine. UAT server. The next step is create Jenkins build pipeline. Build pipeline to execute jobs in sequence. Execute jobs in sequence. Okay. So these all things we are going to see, guys. Okay. Till now you are good, right?
Yes, sir.
Till now you are good, right?
Yes, sir.
So everything we will do in tomorrow session. We will do each and everything. Once this part is done, then our target is what? Master slave configuration. We have to configure this diagram. We have to do this activity. Okay. Once we are good, then we will go for master slave configuration. Okay. See, my agenda is to explain you most of the things. Okay. Whatever I explain you, you guys don't know. You may be feel comfortable what we did in last session. That will be enough for you. But I am going in deep. May take time, but with that you will be able to understand more concept. So that is what I am trying to say. Maybe it will take some extra time, but if you gain that knowledge, it will help you only. Okay. So we will see this topic in tomorrow session. Okay. Did you guys, everyone downloaded the notes? Tell me first.
Yes, sir.
Everyone downloaded, right?
Yes, sir.
Everyone
Yes, sir.
is doing the practice.
Yes, sir.
Everyone does the practice.
Yes, sir.
Yesterday
Yes,
night
sir.
we uploaded that recording. Notes is also there. Okay. I will provide my own project in 1 or 2 hours, that GitHub project. How to move that code to your GitHub account, you guys also know in GitHub session. If we have make that GitHub session also open. You can go to playlist if you find difficulty. There are 5-6 commands only required, right? Place that code. I will I will share that code in Google Drive, upload that and share the link to you. Download that code, move that code to your GitHub repository and do whatever we did in
Sir, that project?
that project. I will share with you guys.
Okay.
Just upload that code into your GitHub account. And
Okay.
from that GitHub account, whatever we did in 2 hours, please try to do that. Once you will do, you will find is very much confidence. You will feel that you will feel very, very better actually. Okay. So please do that. Okay. Then please close that practice today only. Tomorrow we will go beyond that. Okay. All good, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me stop the recording. Okay.